Greetings and welcome to Ask Dr. Danett, where I answer one woman's wellness question from an Eastern medicine perspective. Today's question is, can acupuncture help with fibroids? Well, this is a question that I love for so many different reasons. So many times when a woman hears that she has fibroids, the options available can feel really limited, and the situation can sometimes feel a little bleak. So first, I want to make a really important distinction. Acupuncture is not a substitute for emergency medical care. If a woman is experiencing extremely heavy and/or prolonged bleeding, that needs to be addressed medically. The bleeding needs to be stopped and properly evaluated. From an Eastern medicine perspective, we see blood as an extremely important part of a woman's vitality, essence, and longevity. So significant blood loss is something that we take very seriously. Having said that, acupuncture can be very helpful and supportive for women with fibroids. Research on acupuncture for fibroids has shown a number of potential benefits, including reduced abdominal bloating and pressure, reduced urinary frequency, reduced heavy menstrual bleeding, less pelvic, abdominal, and lower back pain, reduced menstrual pain and cramping, improved cycle regularity, improved pelvic blood flow, and reduced congestion, support for hormonal balance, and improvements in quality of life. Research has also looked at reductions in fibroid volume, which simply means a reduction in the overall size of the fibroid as measured on imaging. There is also research suggesting that fibroids may be more likely to shrink or stop growing, particularly when acupuncture is combined with Chinese herbal medicine. So this is stuff that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years, but it's nice to hear, that modern research is showing this. So how does acupuncture actually work, and what does that have to do with fibroids? So acupuncture is part of one of the oldest traditional medicine systems that is still practiced today. It works with the body's natural healing intelligence, which we all have, by inserting very thin needles into specific points on the body. These acupuncture points are located along pathways that we call channels or meridians. I like to think of them almost like highways that connect one area of the body to another. They also have internal pathways and relationships throughout the body. From an Eastern medicine perspective, when qi, or energy, and blood are moving and circulating appropriately, that supports better health. Kind of like when traffic is moving along well on a highway, like when there's cars moving along well. But when that movement becomes impaired or stagnant, that's when different issues can begin to develop, right? Think of how you feel if all of a sudden you're on a highway and then you're stuck there for a while. And this is particularly relevant when we're talking about fibroids. In Eastern medicine, blood stasis, meaning blood not moving properly, is one of the major patterns associated with fibroids. So we have acupuncture points and combinations of points that can be used to help improve the movement of qi and blood, support healthy circulation in the pelvic area, and address blood stasis. We can also use points to address things like phlegm, which can be another factor in fibroid patterns, and to support the proper circulation of qi and blood in the womb. And that's one of the things that I love about Eastern medicine. When we understand the underlying cause or pattern contributing to something, then we have an opportunity to address that pattern. And another thing I love about acupuncture, there's so many things, is that we're never only looking at one isolated part of the body. These channels and organ systems have relationships throughout the entire body. In Eastern medicine, we also recognize that our physical and emotional health are interconnected. And so sometimes a woman may be experiencing something emotionally, She receives acupuncture and she begins to notice improvements not only emotionally but physically as well. Acupuncture is pretty phenomenal. And so the systems in which the channels operate, it's a very dynamic, interactive, and holistic system. And it's also based on that woman's pattern. So blood stasis and phlegm are common, but everybody, will have their own pattern imbalances going on as well. So acupuncture can also be extremely relaxing, and that's important because from an Eastern medicine perspective, stress and emotional constraint can be significant contributing factors in the patterns we often see with fibroids. So yes, acupuncture can be a wonderful supportive tool for women with fibroids. And I especially want to mention women who have had fibroids removed. If you've had fibroid surgery and you're looking for ways to support your body afterwards, improving circulation and addressing the underlying patterns that may have contributed to the development of fibroids, this can be very important. Acupuncture can be a wonderful part of that ongoing wellness support, even for women who are thinking about doing surgery and helping their body to be in the healthiest state before having surgery, if the woman is deciding to have surgery. Of course, I can never guarantee that acupuncture will shrink a particular fibroid or prevent fibroids from returning. Every woman is different. The size and location of fibroids can vary, and treatment needs to be individualized. So classically, we often talk about fibroids around the size of a robin's egg or smaller, right? That's old school, right? It's about 2.5 to 3 centimeters as being responsive when we're specifically working towards reducing their size. And it also depends on the location of the fibroid as well. And when we are working towards influencing the fibroids themselves, acupuncture is often combined with Chinese herbal medicine that is individualized for that woman. So that's another important distinction. There are all kinds of herbs and supplements available on the market. But in Eastern medicine, we don't believe that everything is for everybody all the time. Herbal medicine should be selected according to what's actually going on with that individual woman. So if you are in the Brooklyn, New York or tri-state area, or you're able to travel to Brooklyn, or you'll be in Brooklyn and you're interested in receiving acupuncture as part of your fibroid wellness support, I currently, at the time of the recording of this video, have limited availability. You can use the link in the description below to learn more and to schedule an appointment. And if you're not able to come to Brooklyn, I also work virtually with women who are looking for Eastern medicine support for their fibroids and wellness. Depending on what's going on with you individually, your plan, which I create once we are doing your consultation, may include Eastern nutrition, Chinese herbal medicine, lifestyle recommendations, and other supportive Eastern medicine approaches customized for you. And if you prefer to begin with something that you can explore at your own pace, you can download my free fibroid support guide, or if you'd like to learn more specifically about supporting yourself through food and Eastern nutrition, you can explore a serious talk about your eating, Nourishing Your Body for Fibroid Wellness, a program that I designed that's online that you, once you order, have evergreen access. You'll find links to both in the description below. And as always, if you have a question that you want answered in an upcoming episode of Ask Dr. Danett, you can submit your question using the link below as well. As always, take excellent care and love being a woman.